second in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Seahawks and the Browns on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the 3-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his second season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
A guy coming off his best season as a pro, here's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the game? Their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Deshaun Watson, and when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football. But that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage of what's going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Nifty move. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rank.
Well, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Out of the gun, Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him throw that challenge. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. But they go play action. Here's Levis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Second and 10. Levis to throw off play action. Buying time to his left. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Block working out of the gun. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Levis throwing for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. So here are the Browns to take over. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, it's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Watson, the bootleg, under pressure, and they got to him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Levis back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And Levis going back to the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down, here's Levis. Looking middle, and that's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Working from the gun, here's Levis. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Levis now on 1st and 10. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 20, Nick Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Levis. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. 1st and 10, it's Levis. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Roddy Hickman with a pick. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jamison Crowder from a yard out. And the Browns are able to widen their advantage. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point.
Hey, check.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was all capped off on the touchdown reception by Jamison Crowder. Here's Moore. He will return it. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st down, Levis. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And this offense on third down today have been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now 2nd and 9. Now Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his quick catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's Watson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Jackson Smith-Njigba and his offense ready to go once more here. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix. Here's a diving catch right side. First down now, but that clock rolling. Levis out of the shotgun now. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Meanwhile, this throw finds Smith-Njigba. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd and 4. Back to throw, it's Levis. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Finding Smith-Njigba downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba. His way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is down to a field goal. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Watson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And powering through with the 35. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Watson's throw complete there to Moore. And he's brought down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw on second is Watson. Throw out wide is incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Outright to Smith-Njigba. So we've reached halftime. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Jackson Smith-Njigba and his offense ready to go once more here. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things, but take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And they're going to speed things up here. A second down throw from Levis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Levis sets up to throw here. Going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Levis to throw once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. Now Levis. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Flushed out right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Touchdown! Jalen Virgil. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now it's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense is marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Taken from just outside the 30. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And Levis tosses his third interception of the game. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, here's Levis. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Escaping the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They'll throw it again with Levis. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. Levis from the gun. Going left side, it's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jalen Virgil, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. To throw is Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 60.
And the Browns have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Play action now. Levis.
This is Fant on the short completion. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Levis to throw off play action. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Levis now off of play action. On the move, past the 40.
And down to the 27-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
They go play action. Here's Levis.
That's going to be caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that gives him a 3-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Watson.
And his throw is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Come up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Watson on 3rd down. There's a nice move. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Pushing through the contact. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Quick slant to Crowder.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy to run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Back to throw, Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Watson.
He has just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drive. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding him.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. Oh, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but
we're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
Levis's throw into the hands of Fan.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Levis. Catch is made by Metcalf.
Touchdown!
DK Metcalf.
56 yards.
And the Seahawks strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Myers connects on the PAT. They will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number 1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think he's a focal point. But that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Throwing now, here's Levis.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and added another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
So now it's Watson and the Browns.
Down by 2 touchdowns. Just over a minute 40 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
To throw, Watson.
He's got his receiver, Cooper.
There he goes again.
Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, 71 yards.
And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Back to throw, Levis. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's got Smith-Njigba. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now the attention, it turns to the Browns. Trailing in this one now. Exactly 1 minute remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, booming his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to Art?
And now Watson throws another interception. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Levis. Finding Smith-Njigba downfield. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Ronnie Hickman with a pick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. So the pick six, and now Levis right back to the air.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end.